Hi Capricorn, Trishna here. Welcome to your January 2020 love reading. So we're going to do this video the way that I did the videos at the end of December. I'm going to share some intuitive insights, then I'm going to shuffle a deck, pull some cards, and we're going to go through the tarot cards. So what I'm feeling for you from an intuitive perspective, Capricorn, is I feel like in your love life, you have some uncertainties about whether or not your partner is truly the one for you. Now, you don't have any uncertainties about whether or not you feel they are the one for you. You love them, you think that they are the perfect partner for you, you feel like they are the one. But your uncertainty comes in because you're not sure if they feel the same way about you. And in your mind, it's like, well, I believe that they're the one, but I don't know if they believe that I'm the one for them. And by default, if I'm not the one for them, then they're really not the one for me either. So I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty going on. Like you have a partner, you have somebody who seems interested, but for some reason you have some kinds of uncertainties. And I wonder if they are maybe giving you some mixed signals, and that's why you're not always sure whether or not they are as interested in you as they say that they are, or as you thought that they would be. There's something there that is causing some kind of uncertainty. And I feel like in other areas, there's like some other area of your life that's going better where something new is happening or you're having some kind of success. Maybe it's your career, maybe you're starting a new job, or maybe you are performing better, or maybe you have some new goals. Something like that. There's another area of your life that seems to be going well, or it seems like it holds the potential to go really well. And a part of you really wanted your relationship to go well as well because you felt like there would be some kind of comfort in both of these areas of your life going really well. Like somehow your career, let's say, is going really well, and if your love life was going really well, that would just be like it. That would just be the icing on the cake, the bow on the present, or yeah, like, and if your love life's going well, it's really nice if your career is going well because somehow the two together, like two happy areas, seem to enhance each other and make both better. Like when your love life is going well, it makes your career like makes you even more interested in your career and more invested, more excited about it. When your career is going really well, it makes you more giving in your relationship and like willing to, be more present and engaged there. So there's some kind of comfort that you were hoping you would get from both of these areas of your life working out. And you're just not sure about your love life right now. Like something is causing you to be uncertain about how your partner feels about you. And what I'm getting for you is that, or the guidance that I get for you is, I think it's really important that you appreciate what you have right now because I feel like the information that you're being given through mixed signals or through what you see, what you observe, what you think, I feel like you don't have the right information to be able to make the right decision. You don't have enough information to be able to make the right call on whether or not this person actually is interested in you, whether or not this person actually envisions a real serious long-term future with you, or whether they're kind of just in it for now and maybe they're going to leave, or they're just, not as invested as maybe they sometimes say that they are. You don't have enough information to really know which direction is actually accurate. So I feel like the guidance for you right now is to really just appreciate what you have right now with this person. Just appreciate that this person is here, that they're in your life, that you're engaging with them, that you're talking to them, that you have some form of relationship with them, that the two of you are connected, that you do have plans at least for the near future, even if it's not for the long-term future. Just appreciate that this person is in your life and that you're having this experience with them. And I feel like for some reason you're not supposed to know the answer. So here's what I feel. I'll tell you the answer and I'll tell you what I was just about to tell you. So I feel like if you really do appreciate what you have with them, that this person is somebody who is going to be there for you long term. Like I feel like at least 3 years, but probably even more. Like I can feel 5 as well, 8, and I feel like it could keep going. So if you just appreciate what you have and instead of trying to make a decision here, like trying to get in your head and being like, well, I need to decide, are they actually in it or not? Because they're not being really clear. So I need to make the decision. And so I need to figure out what my decision, instead of getting caught up in that whole mentality, if you just appreciate what you have, just enjoy what you have for what it is, and just appreciate that it's here right now. This is what you have. And if you were supposed to be with someone else, you would be with someone else. If you weren't supposed to be with them, they would have left. If you just appreciate the fact that they're here and they're here for a reason, and you don't need to know what that reason is, you just need to appreciate the gift that is here. I feel like they are somebody, and they will be somebody who is committed in the long term, and maybe they're giving mixed signals for reasons that have nothing to do with you and have nothing to do with the relationship itself. Like maybe they're giving mixed signals, but like it's not actually mixed signals. It doesn't mean that they're not committed. There's some other reason that is causing them to act in certain ways that are giving mixed signals. So that's what I feel like you need to know. But I guess I was also feeling like you're not supposed to be certain right now in your relationship. The universe doesn't want you to have certainty in your relationship right now. There is some reason, something that you need to get out of this, and that's why you're getting the mixed signals. Yes, you're going to have a relationship with this person. It's going to be long term. Yes, they are committed, but you're not supposed to feel secure in your relationship yet. So maybe you need to be investing in other areas of your life, and this is a way to help you disconnect, or like not be as invested. Like you can be invested in this person, but like maybe help you separate a little bit your heart from them so that you can focus on other things that you need to focus on for your own life success. So maybe the universe is trying to balance you out or something. There's some reason that the universe has for you that like it wants you to not be certain about your relationship right now, even though there is a certain outcome. But it doesn't want you to feel that way just yet. You need to like go out more in some way, like whether you need to be investing more in your career right now or you need to be investing in your friends. Like there's something there. So this is a general reading, so I can't say what it is specifically for every person, but just know that it's okay that you're feeling uncertain. Universe wants that for you right now. It wants you to learn something, and you are going to have a certain relationship with this person. So don't get mad at your partner for sending mixed signals, or try not to get mad at your partner for sending mixed signals. If you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at the universe, because it's trying to create this sense of uncertainty, even though your relationship is headed in a very certain direction. And the other thing that I want you to remember is, I believe it was in the December Capricorn general reading, unless it was in the December Capricorn love reading that I did, it came out that the universe is working for you. It's working on your behalf. It's focusing very, very, very much on helping you achieve your dreams and your vision. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean that the universe isn't bending over backwards trying to give you whatever it is that you want. So it's creating a sense of uncertainty, but know that it has your back, and there's something that you're supposed to get out of this sense of uncertainty right now that maybe you just can't see. So really just appreciate how things are right now. Really appreciate what is here in your life right now, and you will end up getting the result from the relationship that you're looking for, and also hopefully in your career, if that's the other area that you are really excited about and that is going off in a really positive direction right now. All right, Capricorn, so I am using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan for today's video, and we're going to do this the way we filmed the last video, which is where I'm going to talk about the first 6 cards in this video, and then I'm going to cover the last 6 cards in the extended portion on Patreon. So in the first 6 cards, what we have here are the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the King of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So with the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like this speaks to what we've already talked about at the beginning portion of this video. I feel like there's a lot that you currently have in your relationship that is going really well. There's a lot of things that are actually really working for the two of you and that are working for you. There's a lot that you currently have that you can be very appreciative of, very grateful for. And I think that if you really focused on what's going well, where the happiness currently lies in your relationship and what's really working, that as you start to do that, you'll have more fun in your relationship, and you'll notice more and more other things that are working that maybe you weren't paying attention to before. So I think that taking the approach of really appreciating what you have is really important for you this month, because there is a lot to appreciate, and there's a lot of fun you can be having with your partner right now. You can be having, I don't know if that sounded like can't, but that you can be having with your partner right now. And the more that you appreciate, the more that you're going to notice other things to appreciate, because there's a lot of good there. The 5 of Swords to me represents that the universe really, really is bending over backwards, working on helping you and bringing more power and success into your life in all areas, and that you really just need to sit tight and let the universe do its work while you focus on your career or whatever that other area of your life is, and while you focus on appreciating what you currently have in your relationship. And let the universe do its thing. Don't get in its way. Don't Don't focus on the negative and kind of trip it up. Just focus on what's working and what's going well, and focus on whatever area of your life is starting to unfold in a really positive way that we've been talking about. And that's all that you really have to do. And I feel like with the Three of Cups, this represents that you're going to have some kind of success, some kind of victory in your life. It may be in your relationship, but I feel like it may also, or could also be in this other area of life that we've been talking about, whether it's career or a hobby or something else. And I feel like it's really important that this victory is happening, because you're going to feel really good about yourself. You're going to feel really good about your life, because even though your relationship may not be exactly where you want it to be, this is going to give you something else in your life to be excited about, to be appreciative of, and it's going to put you in good spirits. It's going to make you feel like a strong person. And I feel like maybe right now you don't feel very strong because you feel so uncertain. So I feel like this victory is going to be very, very important. You're going to have some kind of success in your life that's going to make you feel really good about yourself. It's going to make you feel powerful. It's going to make you feel like you can accomplish anything. You're going to be feeling pretty good. This King of Swords, I feel, represents your partner. I feel like maybe, and so these cards kind of represent why you're dealing with some mixed signals and some uncertainty right now. I think this kind of answers that question that came up in the intuitive portion, but that we never really got an answer for. So with the King of Swords, I feel like this is your partner. And I feel like the reason why they've been a little bit distant or maybe sending some mixed signals is because they've been away working on something else. They've been spending time on something else, maybe another interest or maybe on their own career. They've been off working on something else and spending more time maybe doing that than they are spending with you. More time doing that than they should be spending with you. And so you feel a little bit like, oh, am I not really that important? Or, oh, like, is this not as serious as I thought? Or, oh, like, they spend all of their free time doing this instead of spending it with me. Maybe they don't really like me, or maybe they're not taking me seriously, or maybe, there's questions around that. That's creating some of the mixed signals. The reason why they're doing that, though, is because they really want to build something for themselves so that they can share it with you. They're actually going off and doing something else for you. They feel like it's going to help you and it's going to help the relationship. So to you, it feels like they're off doing something that has nothing to do with you, and you feel maybe a little neglected, or like they're really not sure about you or not very serious about you. But for them, they're going off and doing that because they are serious about you. They are committed to you. And so it just looks different from each of your perspectives. And I feel like it might be worth having a conversation with them about this. Like saying, like, I really appreciate that you're trying to do this so that, you have more to give to me. But also, like, if you're doing this for me, it would be really helpful if you also could spend more time with me, or whatever it is that you feel is lacking in your relationship or that is causing a mixed signal. And, just explain to them that, like, I know you're doing this for me, but, like, ultimately this is for me. There should also be some time spent with me, because if you spend all your time doing something else, then you're not really achieving the goal of doing this for me, because something is still missing. So, have a conversation with them about, like, what are they really doing this for? If it's to be able to give more to you, then they should also spend some time actually giving to you now, versus just doing this one thing to give to you. But like, I hope I'm making sense there. It's like, it's good that they're doing this for you, but like, in doing that, they're also completely neglecting you. So it's really not serving the purpose that they're intending for this activity to serve. I feel like, though, once you have this conversation, it's going to set them on this path of, like, it's going to be good because they're going to realize what they've been doing, and they're going to realize, how they've been thinking about things and how it's actually been playing out, and is that really the best approach? And it's going to make them wonder, like, how they can do things better and how they need to be shifting their priorities or their mindset. So this conversation, I feel, is going to set up some kind of transformation in them that may actually end up making them be a little bit more distant. If not in how they show up for you internally, they're going to be a little bit more distant. So, there's pluses and minuses here with how this is going to go. It's important for them to have this transformation in the long run, but in the short run, it might be a little bit strange for the two of you. It could cause some issues. But yeah, they're going to go through this transformation. Six of Wands typically represents victory, but I feel like this is really more of them questioning a victory that they thought that they were achieving, and their methods, and whether or not the method was really the right method based off of your conversation with them, or some realization that they have that maybe they're not really going about things in the best way, in a way that's making you like truly happy, and ultimately that is what they want, is to make you happy. And when they realize that it's not making you happy, that kind of makes them question a lot of things about their approach and their mindset. So that's where the transformation happens. And with this King of Pentacles, I also feel like this is still the transformation where they're really starting to reflect on who they are and what they're doing and how they're showing up. And this is especially the part where I feel they may become a little bit distant, at least internally. Like this may set off a little bit of depression or like a loss of something, maybe identity, or really questioning their approach to things. And I feel like when they're going through this King of Pentacles especially, I feel like you don't want to be there. Like you may want to be there, but in reality, like emotionally you may be like, I want to be there, I want to help them, but like from the universe's perspective, you don't want to be there. Like that's not where you should be, because there's nothing productive that can come out of you being there. So unless your partner asks you for guidance or for help or for support, you need to be over here with your Three of Cups, having success and having other things going on in your life that make you feel proud and strong and good, that can distract you from any kind of distancing that's happening, so that you don't notice that it's happening as much. Because, and you may feel like, oh, well, like, does that make me a bad partner? No, because if they need your help and they ask for it, go ahead and help them. But if they're keeping this something internal, it's because it's an internal transformation that needs to happen, and if you were involved, it would end up creating possibly more issues. So only if something gets mentioned, if they start talking to you about it, even if they don't directly ask you for help, if they start talking about it, give your 2 cents, give your advice, give your support, give your guidance. But if they're not showing you any signs, it's because you're not really supposed to be a part of that journey just yet. When you're supposed to be a part of it, they will ask you or they will mention it, and they'll leave an opening for you to be able to help them. In the meantime, though, you don't need to notice what's happening. Otherwise, it's going to create more anxiety and uncertainty in yourself, and wondering like, oh, are they stepping away from me, when they're not. Like in the long run, they are not. In the short run, it seems like they are. And so you need something to kind of give you happiness and a sense of accomplishment and success while this happens. So Capricorn, this reading is kind of intense. I don't really like how these cards are going, but I will say that looking like at a very high level with the cards we're going to talk about in the extended, like these cards are a little intense, but then the last 3 cards especially are pretty positive, and there's the Empress and the Emperor, so that's like, and it's like around this happiness like card of 6 of Cups, so like this will end well in the long run. And by long run, I mean like maybe by the end of the month, maybe 2 months, like so end of February, but I feel like maybe the end of the month. But the journey there is gonna be intense. So be prepared for that. But yeah, I feel like this is gonna end very successfully. We have the Empress and the Emperor, that's the couple. We have the King of Cups, which is like really good for emotions and love and like maturity in that area. And I also may feel like this relationship could end up leading to kids or children or have something to do with that. So yeah, like this is leading towards something that is really good, solid, and committed. It just won't seem like that in the short run. So Capricorn, stay strong. Be there for your partner whenever you can, especially if they like ask for it or if they start talking about it, be there for them. If they're not bringing it up, stay in your power center so that whenever they do need you, you come from a place of strength and love and compassion, and not from a place of anxiety and do you really love me? Like you come from a very empowered place so you can really support them and lead to the successful outcome. So Capricorn, that is what I'm feeling for you for the YouTube portion of this video. If you're interested in the extended, I will share what cards we will talk about. We have the 4 of Cups, the Justice, the Empress, the 6 of Cups, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. So if you're interested in the extended, you can access it at the link at the end of this video. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. The link is also in the description box. And if you're interested in that, I will see you there. If not, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.